Alright, WLS community, bad lighting. Hopefully I can fix it with some filters, but I'm trying to find a space in my apartment to do this. No driving video this week. I wanted to take a minute to come and do a video at home because there's some things I wanted to talk about, some things that I feel like a lot of people post weight loss surgery thinking about having a baby and things like that might be a little bit curious about. Like I've said so far, my doctors have not put me with a nutritionalist. They tell me to eat balanced, and if I'm hungry, eat. If I'm not hungry, don't eat. They're happy with the baby's growth. For those of you who might be tuning in, I'm having triplets, so yes, I'm a little bit of a special case in some ways, but there are some things that just are, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. We did an early gestational diabetes test on me because I have a history of obesity. I have a history of diabetes in my family. And so I did not pass the 1 hour test. I did pass the 3 hour test. Technically, they decided I passed. Technically, I failed 2 of the blood draws, and there's 4, 1 at the beginning and 1 every hour for 3 hours. Technically, I failed 2 of them because my blood sugar levels were low. I was not diabetic. I was low. So we are continuing on. Total since the beginning of pregnancy, I've probably gained about 15 pounds. I have not been on a scale in a couple of weeks. I try not to step on one too often because, to tell the truth, as much as, pregnancy runny nose, for those of you who don't know, that is a thing. So I try not to get on the scale too much because I don't want to worry about numbers if my doctors aren't worried about numbers. Because I've spent a lot of time worrying about numbers in my life, and if I'm going to do this right and not have it be, pardon my language, such a head fuck, then I need to keep out of that, because when you've spent the last 2 years of your life trying to see how quickly you can shrink, watching how quickly you can grow, it can be a little bit stressful. It's a little bit unnerving when you're looking down at your toes that you hadn't seen most of your life and finally got to see and now can't see anymore. I know most of you have not seen a full view of me pregnant yet because I have done a lot of filming and videoing in my car. So here I am. Tomorrow I hit 22 weeks, triplets, all boys. This is going to look kind of odd because you can see the belly band of my jeans through this shirt in this lighting. But normally I would wear another cami over the top of the belly band to make the look consistent. But for simplicity's sake, because this is going to be a skin video, I didn't do it because how many layers do I have to take off to get to the point that I wanted to get to? So that being said, from here on out, if you want to check out, you can. If you're uncomfortable with bigger women, if you're uncomfortable with saggy skin, if you're uncomfortable with any of those things, I would move on, because my real main point of this video is your skin after weight loss surgery, after heavy weight loss, plus pregnancy. So those of you who can jump back and take a look at where I ended up in my journey when I dropped all the way down to 210 and lost total of about 122 pounds post weight loss surgery. You can take a look at that. This is me now. I'm a little bit rounder, but there's a lot of things involved in creating this pregnancy because I have all of this saggy skin and all of the things that come with having had weight loss surgery. So, again, if you're uncomfortable with skin, if you're a troll, be gone. I'm just trying to help my fellow community just go. I know I have some personal friends who have this channel and follow. Depends on how much you want to know about me. So that's where I'm at. This is how I get to this point. I have a cami on. These are the belly band of my jeans. Because the babies are already so heavy, I'm already wearing a support band in order to hold my stomach up and together. Goes all the way around. Fun stuff, right? Now, I just look like a fat person. To me. I don't know what everybody else thinks. My husband, of course, who lives with me all the time, goes, "No, you look pregnant." No, I look like a round person with rolls. And that's the realities of pregnancy after weight loss surgery. All of this is still here. I didn't grow my pregnancy into my loose skin. It didn't take over the skin that I had stretched out from being heavy. It came in behind it. So this is all still here. I have a little bit less of a roll here than I used to. It doesn't close in quite as much. But to me, I guess I can see where I'm starting to look pregnant without the belly band. But all of this is still here. My hanging skin still hangs off of the additional baby weight. For me to really see what my bump is, I have to do this. See there? This is my bump right here, and this is all extra skin. And there's the top. So if you're thinking that you're going to get pregnant post weight loss surgery and all the sagging skin is going to be amazingly awesome stuff because you have room for your pregnancy already, you're not going to stretch your skin out anymore, that's just really not the case. I don't feel like I've stretched my skin anymore because I don't have a lot of the symptoms that come with the rapid stretching of the skin, the itching, the tightness, all that kind of stuff. My skin feels as stretched as it was, but the saggy excess that you acquired from your weight loss does remain with your pregnancy. It stays there. That is still a part of your life. That's a part of you. And I mostly accept it. I mostly am like, I wouldn't be the healthy person that I am now for this pregnancy. I wouldn't be 21 weeks with triplets and still swimming 3 times a week, albeit not as much. And I do take the time to listen to my body. I'm not pushing. I work my body. I keep it moving. And if my body says, no, this is not the day for that, this is not the day for that. But I don't want any of the younger people doing this, getting healthy weight loss, to have children, to think that this is going to be amazing. My baby's going to fill out my excess skin. I'm going to look like this perfectly prim and proper round pregnant girl. And it's going to be awesome because I won't have to look at this skin for once. Yes, you do. It's still going to be there. It's still going to be there on the front of your bump. Will you look like a pregnant person? Yeah. With a few extra rolls. And I just felt like at this point where I am in general a few weeks away from being the size of an average singleton pregnancy at almost term, that this was a good time for this video because I'm not standing up here 30 some odd weeks along with triplets going, this is what your body looks like, because my body is going to be different because of what I'm going through because of the number of babies. This is about, I'm assuming, not a doctor, what you can expect to have depending on how much excess skin you've got. It's still a beautiful thing. Do I wake up some days and feel like I just look like a fat person again? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I think that. Maybe it's the hormones. Maybe it's a lot of things. But I'm starting to come to better terms with growth over shrinkage, weight over loss, and it's going to be amazing. I'm tired. I'm wearing tired all over my face. That isn't every day. My grandmother actually is driving me bonkers because every time I see her, she tells me I look really tired. And I'm like, I'm no more tired than I am on any other given day. I'm tired. I get through my shifts at work. I'm still working 5 days a week. For the record, yes, on average, someone with my kind of pregnancy would have stopped working by now, but my doctors don't find it necessary, and I don't find it necessary to sit on my death at home and short my family a secondary income. So I still work 5 days a week. Every pregnancy is different. Every weight loss surgery is different. Every journey is different. All you can do is do the research that you can and go from there. I recommend that you do as much reading as possible. If you find yourself in a multiple situation like I do, try not to get too overwhelmed. I try not to get too overwhelmed. The truth is calm is your friend. So that was my video for this week. Total weight loss after post-surgery, 120, 122 pounds down to 210 from 330 something, and then I popped back up and stayed about 220 most of the time. I am currently 240, so I'm about 20 pounds higher than what I was averaging before all of this. But you know, the journey that we're on at any given time requires different strengths. And while maybe some of the strengths are similar to the one I had on my weight loss journey, they require a different concession. They require a different willpower. They require a different part of my brain to accept what I chose not to accept to have weight loss surgery. I have to choose to accept that my body is about growth right now and not about loss. And I do that most days. Can't tell you I do it 100% of the time because it doesn't feel good after a life of fighting to be smaller, healthier, lighter, easier to move. There is nothing about my existence right now that is easy to move. I wake up every morning feeling pretty good, walking really well and everything like that. I get to about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and even with my belly band for support, I have a lot of round ligament pain. My hips don't want to work. I wake up in the middle of the night and I take a hot shower because my back hurts. So I guess that brings me to another point that I had kind of forgotten about. If you think that you can get pregnant after being a heavy person and that your body is just going to take to it like a duck to flight because your frame is used to being heavy, this is a whole nother ball game. You aren't just putting on weight. Your body is reconfiguring itself. It's not comfortable all the time. Happy, yes. Joyful in many, many ways. So many blessings. But your body's not going to go, all right, we're going to just be heavy again and be fine. Not the case. I'm 240 right now. I was almost 340 when I was heavy, and I hurt in ways that I'd never hurt when I was just heavy. Your body is carrying weight differently. It's different kinds of things. It's more solid matter. And it's okay. It's all okay. And so that's my little informational pregnancy skin video. You will still have your loose skin during your pregnancy, and your body will not react to the weight of your pregnancy the same way it reacted to the weight of your weight. So that is my big ta-da longest video I've done in I think a year or a year and a half. I love the world. I love all of you guys, and I wish you well on every endeavor you have.